Mm-hmm. You know what's going on. Damn, today topic is gonna be real. Damn. Today that we gonna talk about why women continue to be in abusive relationship. Shout out to my nigga Billy in the building. Shout out to my brother Bev Zill in the building. Low Diggity. I mean, we gonna talk about some real shit tonight, man. You feel me? None of that weird shit that niggas be talking about. You feel me? None of this weird shit that's going on. I'm trying to wait for them to get in the building. Trying to wait for Lexi and shit to pop in, man. You know, we about to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Slide TV. Okay. There go Lex right there. She in the building. Bring up real quick. Regular Douglas. Go get it. What's going on? You know the vibe. Shit, where Lex at?
What's up, y'all?
What up, Doug? What's good?
Chilling.
Cause I
Chill.
see you got the black on.
I'm chilling today.
You know.
Chilling.
Boop, 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 boop. We back.
It's the real Casanova.
Let's get it. Shout out to
Lexisbre.
huh? Hey, yeah, man. Who got this girl here? Who got this girl here? It's in the building, man.
I should have listened, but I didn't when they said to leave you. And now I'm stressing and it's crazy because I feel I need you. When I sleep, it gets hard because all I do is see you. I think it's crazy how you
Yo,
Come on.
that was my fear, and now I'm scared, but now I gotta face it. I gotta let you go. I'm tired, no more time to chase it. Your love is gone, it's at the bottom, left it in the basement. I'm catching chills while I'm
I
rapping,
can't
but I
hear
gotta shake
you.
it. You let it go, she coming back, that's just an understatement.
you can't hear me?
Now I can.
Oh, I right, yeah, man, because of the phone was now. You hear me now?
Yeah.
Better now?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But hey, yo, man, shout out to Slide TV, man. We in the fucking building, man. Y'all already know the vibe, man. RMG in the building
Let's
too, man.
go,
You know.
y'all.
Hey, yo, so listen. So let's talk about it, man.
Pin the topic.
Man, shout out to Walk and Check in the building, man. Shout out to the bro, man. Word the mother. Everybody tapping in, man. We love this. We know what I'm saying? So what is it again?
Hold
Why?
I'm gonna type it and then you can hear
Yeah,
it.
but yeah, man, go ahead and type that thing. Because you
No,
type.
you know what? That was wrong. I
What
didn't want
happened?
to type it.
I mean, we could. I mean, whatever it is that you feel.
Nah, we gonna put that. Go ahead, pin that one right there.
I done pin this one. All right. I mean, well, as soon
Pin
as that
that.
thing will pop right on up.
Pin that for the people so they know what's going on when they come in the room.
Hold on, the pin.
I love
what?
it. You guys are so great.
The pin what? The one you just had typed up.
Yeah. The last one. Yeah.
All right. So this is a great question. Why do women stay in toxic relationships?
Or you can pin the other one too. Why women stay in abusive relationships.
Oh, you just put that one up
Yeah.
there too? Where's
Pin
it
that
up?
one.
Where's it up? No, I don't see it.
You don't see it?
No. Why women stay in abusive
Yeah.
relationships?
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, but I don't see that one.
All right. Well, we just keep that
I
one.
mean, but so why do you think that women stay in abusive relationships, man?
What angle you want to hit this at? Because there's too many angles. We got over here, over there,
I
over
mean,
here.
to me, like I feel as though like why women stay in abusive relationships is because insecurity,
Mm.
they lack knowledge. They confused.
Okay.
I mean, talk to me.
So when you say they lack knowledge, what kind of knowledge are they lacking?
To me, when a woman stays in a abusive relationship, right? So to me, she lacks knowledge because she has no sense of security of who she is and what she deserves as a woman. So now when she lacks that on what she deserves as a woman, so now she deals with something that's more of a comfortability.
Okay.
Right? To where now she's comfortable because now she's comfortable to where she's dealing with a man that continues to abuse her. They stay comfortable and they also like the drama. So which
You
is
know
true.
what?
So
I'm
low
gonna hit this.
self-esteem go get it said though, which is true as well.
Yeah,
Low
I'm
self-esteem.
gonna hit this at a couple of different angles.
Okay.
So the first one is your mind, right? So your mind is gonna trick you into thinking different things. So that's where the low self-esteem comes from, right? Because nobody told you wasn't worth anything, or you didn't have a certain value to you. You made that up in your mind. You made that up in your mind. So the fact that you even have low self-esteem is a part of the fact that you got a messed up mind frame.
Right.
So that's the reason why they kind of stay stuck in these toxic or abusive relationships, because in their mind, this is the best option currently.
See, but this is good too though, because this is also dealing with awareness. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but you have women that blame the men for being inside of a toxic relationship. So now,
what you mean they blaming the men? Blaming the men how?
Basically saying that the man, he is the cause, or he is the reason why she might have that insecurity to which she's dealing with the men in relation to, though within the same sense, thinking that he's giving her the love that she should be able to value, but so within reality, it was just a mirage. Big Ace, what up?
So I will say this, right? Certain men can definitely manipulate women to be in an abusive relationship.
But how?
I don't care what nobody say.
How?
First of all, this is the part where we have to take accountability on both sides, right?
Right.
So that's just a fact. Okay. The accountability comes on the man, on the fact that you know you're manipulating this woman. But accountability also has to come on a woman, knowing that you're able to be manipulated.
But how does a man know that he's manipulating a woman, though?
That man know he manipulating a woman. Lying is
why?
A form
because
of
he says he loves her.
Lying is a form
why?
Of
because he says that he truly cares for her, but he just doesn't know the correct way for him to be able to treat her.
No, let me tell you something. Stop. It's a difference.
Shout out to my fellas in the room, man.
It's a
get with me.
No, because it's a big difference between a man not knowing how to love you correctly and simply not loving you right at all. So he knows he's not loving you right, compared to he doesn't know how to love you and he's willing to learn. It's a
Shout
big
out to my boy Ghost in the building. All right, so you basically saying that men don't know the way to love a woman.
Some men know they don't.
Some men don't know. Why?
I don't know. It might be a combination because maybe because they've never been in a healthy relationship before. Maybe no one ever taught them. Maybe certain things they've been through before. There's multiple reasons why they don't know how to love a woman. There's multiple reasons, or communication too. Because
so what about a woman though? Because you have women that also try to bring men down. You have women that also put men through the trials and tribulations when he is trying to be the good man for that woman, right? And you also have women that also brings the toxic situations from her past relationships, because she may feel as though that the new man that she's with right now may be her past, right? To where now that builds up what? That builds up the drama.
But see,
right?
Here's the accountability though, right? Okay. Because that goes to both sides.
Okay.
That don't just go for the woman. That go for the men too. That be the reason why some men don't know how to love a woman properly, is because they have been in messed up situations and they think, okay, this woman is going to be similar to the messed up situation I was in before. We both do it. We both do it.
I have to I have to agree to disagree, right?
What?
In order for a man to be able to love his woman, right, she has to continue to show him that she is not like the other woman that's out there running around. Correct? So, in order for a man to be able to love his woman, it also has to be 50-50 because they say that a relationship is what? Up in 100, right?
I don't agree with
What? I mean, it's like you disagree.
I don't
Whoa.
agree with that.
You want to agree
No, I
with
don't
it?
agree
All right,
with that.
talk to me, please.
I don't agree.
Hmm.
Listen,
We got to get a
loving
female to come up here,
loving
too, them dudes.
somebody and
Somebody come up here.
choosing to love
Right.
somebody is a choice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a choice. Simple as that. It has nothing to do with what a person is doing for you, or well, I'm only gonna love her because she does these things for me. No, that's an additional bonus. You should choose to love a person because you want to love a person, not because of what they do for you. That's some fake ass shit.
So what about the woman that look for men to do for them? And what about the woman that goes to these clubs with the short ass skirts on, with the high heels on? You feel what I'm saying? Trying to attract the attention because now they looking for that ball player. Now they looking for that man to take care of them. Why? Because a lot of females nowadays are the manipulators.
Because
Let's
they're
talk
looking for the man.
about it.
They're looking. Listen, the women that do that are looking for the man for the wrong reason. You don't look for a man simply because of what he can do for you or what he can offer to you. You don't look at a man for that. Of course, you're going to have certain requirements that a man should have that you're going to be like, okay, I will want to talk to him. But if you're talking to a man solely because of what he can do for you, especially materialistic wise,
Right.
what's going to happen, sweetheart, if that ain't there no more? Are you still going to choose to love that person? I doubt it. So that's the wrong reason to choose to love somebody.
Here's a question for you, because you just got finished saying that people choose the wrong reasons for them to love somebody, correct? And so when you meet a man, that's when you see a man, what is the first thing that will attract you to him? What is the first thing that will attract you when you see a man that you're looking for? Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
You're gonna tell me.
I'm gonna tell you because a lot of you females try to play these games, but we gonna break it down.
Okay.
Right?
Come on.
9 times out of 10, when a person looks for somebody, right, you become infatuated with the way that person looks. That's a fact. You become infatuated with the way that person looks. Now you have the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So now only are you infatuated by the way that person looks, but now the conversation that you may have with that person, right, now combines with the infatuation. Correct? Now you get manipulated to the point to where you may feel as though that this might be the person for you, because guess what gets involved? Sex gets involved. So now once sex gets involved, because hold on, because a lot of you women go through situations to where you have been hurt, and now you are looking for the next man not to be your past, right? So now the only person that you have to blame is yourself for not doing the correct research that you should have done on the man that you are trying to have that future with, right? So now when you try to have the future with that man that you have been infatuated with, had the great conversation with, had the great sex with, so where now you have been manipulated, what happens? And now you lost. And now you blaming him for your direction. Let's talk about it. Let's be real, because you want to know why?
Let's get into this.
There's females who I see, who I know, and fellas could tap in on this, right? Females who I see, friends of mine, sisters, whatever, right? If they with a man, they got him on social media, love him, he's a great person, he's that, showing the flowers, showing this. And then like 2 months later, 3 months later, she not with the nigga no more. She talking shit about the person. Oh, he was a piece of shit. Oh, he cheated. So now she went from one toxic relationship, and now you see her on social media with a new guy. Why is that? No guidance, no self of direction. Let's
I
talk about it, yeah.
don't
Because you breathing.
because
I mean, what?
I
because
just
I
What you
gotta
got
take a
finished
breath.
running?
Because first of all, I gotta take a breath before I say this because I'm
Please,
about to go in.
please,
Okay, so listen, this
please.
is what it is. First and foremost, anybody that gets into a relationship, I don't care if it's a man or a
Right.
woman, anybody that gets into a relationship initially, of course, you are not trying to deal with the same stuff you done dealt with in the past.
Which is true.
Nobody's trying to do that.
Which is true.
So,
Okay.
hopefully both people will have enough experience and wisdom to know, like, okay, whatever I dealt with in the
Right.
past, I'm not going to deal with that in the future.
Right.
But here goes that word again,
Right.
accountability. Baby, we have to take accountability for the fact that if you are in that same situation, you didn't learn nothing and you allowed yourself to be in that situation again.
You know what's so crazy though? This is a throwback song that I love. Bobby Valentino, right?
What song?
He said, "Slow down. I just want to get to know you." Facts. Slow the fuck down.
You ain't sing the rest
What is what
of
is
that
what is?
song though. I
Huh?
said you ain't sing the rest of that song though.
I sung a part of the song.
Right, and
Slow
that's what men be doing, and
down. What are you chasing?
that's what men,
No, seriously,
and that's
slow
what,
down.
and listen,
What are you
that's
chasing?
exactly
What
what
are
men
you
be doing.
looking for when you have not yet healed
That's
yet? Why are
exactly
you
what men
chasing to be
be
hurt?
doing. That's what the men be doing though.
Who?
Listen,
The men
exactly
do
what you
that?
just exactly what you just did is what men
Fellas,
be
we need
doing.
the fellas to come up
You
here, man. We
sat
need the
up
man to
here.
come up here.
No, listen.
Somebody get in the seat real
You
quick, man.
sat up here and you sung half of the song to make it fit your narrative, and you ain't finished singing the whole song.
Make it fit my man.
That's how women get manipulated. Y'all tell half of the truth, we don't get the whole truth. Now it's our fault. You should have told the whole truth in the beginning.
Listen, I said that to the females.
You ready? I'm in awe 'cause you shine like the sun. Give me reason to
Slow
enjoy.
down. I'm just
Listen,
trying to get to know you. I saw the part where you was like,
I just wanna get to know
turn around because it looked good to me. See what I'm saying?
right? So what?
So
So you know what
let's
that
be
is?
real. Bobby was never trying to get to know. Listen, let's be real. Bobby was never trying to get to know that woman. Bobby was worried about her because he saw what he saw in them jeans. So that's how women be get manipulated.
Let me tell you something, right?
Yes.
A woman cannot be manipulated unless she is not secure to where she knows what it is that she wants in life. A lot of women say, this is a fact, a lot of women say they want that good man. But like we spoke about last week, they don't really want that good man. They really want that bad man, which is a fact, right?
That's not.
So that's one.
Nope.
So now once they get into these relationships, so now when they get into these relationships, looking for that man, looking for that right one, looking for that soulmate, right? They start to blame other individuals instead of blaming themselves.
That may be true. Sometimes we do end up blaming other people, but let's be real here, right? We do not do that. Like, we do not say that we want a good man, but then purposely not pick the good man. This is what y'all need to realize, right? We do want the good man, but the thing is, we want a certain type of good man. We don't just want any good man. And this is the thing that I be hating people say. They be like, oh, well, a good man is a good man. Just because he a good man don't mean he a good man for me. That man might have a good temper, he might pay bills, all of that. But then when it comes to actual compatibility and chemistry, he's not good for me. So no.
What about the time?
So no,
what about
I
the
don't
times?
want that man.
So what about the times though when person may give you and show you the red flags with the man that you're dealing with. Most women be like, nah, because I don't know like what you talking about though, but he's a good man. But somebody may see certain things that you may not see because your love is blind, because you have been blinded on. Nah, which is the truth.
No, I'll be
Which is
honest.
the truth though, because you have been blinded on what is in front of you.
You know what? Can I be honest with that too?
Please.
Let's really get into it, right? Because
Please.
ain't nothing wrong with somebody really looking out for you if that's what
Mm-hmm.
they're doing. But let's be real. Some of our friends, especially women, right? And I'm gonna be honest, women that go to other women that talk about their man and the type of man we're dealing with and dating. Most of our home girls be saying hating ass shit and be saying negative things about that man because she ain't in that situation or because she's projecting her own insecurities or other things that she's dealt with in the past onto your situation now. It might not even be fucking true. So she'll sit up here and tell you, yeah, that man ain't making no time for you, blah, blah, blah. But you know for a fact that man is just busy. He do make time for you.
Which is true. So the question to you again is, why do women stay in toxic relationships? Why do you know what's so crazy?
It depends on the man.
Not just women, huh?
It depends on the man. Because
it depends on the man now. So now I'm going back to the man. What about the woman?
It does. No, it depends on both. But what I'm trying to say is, it depends on what the man is displaying to us that makes us want to stay in that toxic situation, right? So it's up to me to decide, right? It's up to me to say I'm going to stay here. But whatever that man is displaying to me, whatever aspect he's giving to me, makes me want to stay. So whether that's he's giving me attention, whether that's he's giving me dick, whether that's he's giving me money, whatever he's providing for me makes me want to stay in that toxic situation because in my mind, staying with him is better than leaving him.
I shout out to Chris, man. Chris said that women and men, they're never satisfied. I mean,
I agree with that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it just depends on the relationship too, though, like within itself. Etiquettes are very important. Shout out to Big Sight. My whole main thing is that a lot of women continue to be in toxic relationships, knowing that they need to get out of the relationship, but they continue to stay in that relationship. And I feel as though that sometimes a woman that does stay within a toxic relationship, she may feel as though that there is nobody like him. He may feel the same way about her to where he stays though within a toxic relationship. But one thing that I do not respect is when a man feels as though that he has to put his hands on a woman.
You know what?
I definitely don't respect
you know
that.
what? Y'all might not agree with me, but some women deserve to get their ass beat. I'm sorry.
Whoa. Wow. Some women deserve to get their ass beat.
Yes.
So some women deserve to get smacked.
Some women, listen, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but just bear with me, right?
Okay.
I'm not saying you should just be beating this woman up to the point that, you know, she got to go in the hospital or nothing like that, or, you know, you beating up on her every day. But some women are just like little children. You can't just talk to them and they fall in place or they listen. Right. Some of them, you got to whoop their ass for them to listen. Some of them, and some of them,
so you basically saying,
and just like Nikki said too, some women don't keep their hands to themselves. So you telling me in an instance where a woman don't keep her hands to herself, a man now has to be forced to keep his hands to himself, even though she didn't initially do what was right, which is keep her damn hands to herself? No.
So you basically saying this to me, right? So me and you dating. So you go through my phone and I smack the shit out you. Do you deserve it?
No, because that was, listen, I don't deserve that. Listen,
I love it. You guys are so great.
You initiated the violence. Whoever initiates the violence is in the wrong. Because there should never be a situation to where you're the one that's starting the violence. If you're starting the physical violence, you're wrong, because you should have enough maturity to have a conversation instead of putting your hands on somebody. So I don't care if it's a man or a woman. Whoever put their hands on somebody first, you deserve whatever comes to you. You deserve the consequences.
I bet so. Because if you look through my phone and find out that I've been talking to various women, and then you smack the shit out of me, and then I smack you right back, you deserve it.
You can't be mad. How can you be mad?
Okay.
I smacked you first.
Okay, where the ladies at, man? Where is the ladies at? Jump on. We need a lady to come up on the seat. Lexi is saying basically that if a woman needs to get an ass whoop at times if she deserves it. Lexi, you said it, not me.
So you telling me
if she deserves it, right?
Telling me if a woman put her hands on you first and she just keep putting her hands on you, you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna try to defend yourself. She's not going to continue to get the chance to put her hands on me on the second, third, and fourth time because you know why? Because I'm out. I'm not going to continue. I'm not going to continue to give her. I'm not going to continue to give her the leeway to which she can continue to keep on abusing me. I'm out. But let's be real. Some women are really aggressive to the point that they do put you in a situation where it's hard for you to get away.
I mean, I agree.
What if she got you up in the corner in the room? She locking the door. She in front of the door like, no, you're not going nowhere. Boom, boom.
There's a difference if she got a knife and she's trying to do bodily harm to me, or she has a gun and she's trying to take my life. But a woman using her hands, there is a way that a man can be able to pick her up, throw her to the side, and just walk out that door. So to me personally, I'm not putting my hands on no woman. But you feel as though you said that a woman who puts herself in a situation deserves to get her ass whooped by a man.
Listen,
that's what you said.
If you are a woman enough to put your hands on a man or even another woman, you should be woman enough to deal with whatever consequences come with that.
Okay.
So if that means that man is gonna just leave, or if that means he's gonna punch you back, that's the consequence you have to accept because you decided to make the decision to put your hands on that person first. And let's be real too. You're saying you would just walk away. Let's be honest. Some men ain't that strong, and a woman can really whoop their ass. So for you, that may be an option. But for other men, if a woman is really aggressive or bigger than him or whatever the situation may be, he really might get beat up and may not be able to control that woman physically. Then what he gonna
do? So you saying that you have beat men up before? You have beat your boyfriends up before? You have stomped them out, punched them in their face, kicked them out, and threw them out the house?
You know what? I'll be honest, right?
Okay.
I'm 100% honest. I won't say that I have beat a man up, but I will definitely say yes. I used to have very physical violent tendencies towards men in the past. Yes, I have before.
Okay, so let's talk about it. So you have had physical violence towards a man within the past?
Yes, I have.
Is that because you can't control yourself?
Absolutely, that was why.
Wow.
Be woman enough to say that.
And but you know what's so crazy?
What?
There's men that like that type of shit though. There are men that love toxic relationships, and there are women that love toxic relationships as well. That's what feeds them. Listen. You get what I'm saying? That's shout out to Crawford. He said that you may have hit a man and he didn't fight back 100%, though, which is true. Because you got men who were raised on morals and principles on not hitting a woman. I mean, but let's talk about it though, fellas. Not just that though, the females will hit you and then call the police and tell the police that you attacked them. But yet niggas still go back to that relationship. That's a crazy, fucked up, toxic relationship.
So why do men stand in the toxic relationship knowing that that woman did that to them? Explain that.
Because they might have type of situations to where they have kids. They might they might still be in love with that woman, because you have women that call the police on men and still be in a relationship too, though, with that woman as well.
I don't think. No, that's true. Different aspects, but
Go ahead.
different aspects can lead them to staying in that situation. But you know what I think it is too. I think I don't care which side it is, man or woman. People that decide to stay in relationships that they know are not right is because the benefits are way more than the negative stuff that's going on in the relationship. So maybe it's because that it provides stability, it provides emotional comfort or attention or whatever.
Right.
All of that will overcome the fact that this person is cheating on me, lying on me, or even whooping my ass.
Right. Yeah. Specifically because you have a lot of women that love getting their ass whooped.
Some of them do though. That's like, you know what? So I got a question. And I know this might tickle a little bit of feathers, but this is the truth.
Okay.
Do you think the women that like to get real rough during sex is because they used to getting beat up?
Nah, because they just freaky than a motherfucker.
No, I think it's because they used to getting beat up.
You think so, for real?
Yes.
Wow.
I think it's because they're used to a man being aggressive towards them, or they have had an instance to where a man has done something aggressive, and
right,
now they like it. Now they like it. Because let's be real, all right, choking somebody, right? Even if I have literally heard women say that even if it's not during sex, they like a man to choke them and put them up against a wall. Baby, why would you like a man that's aggressive like that? And this ain't even in a sexual setting. That means you like a man to be physically aggressive towards you.
Oh man,
I beg you to
shout out to Chris in the building.
Cass, peace.
Chris, peace, my brother. What's going on, my
Now
guy?
you said some shit earlier, and I think that's a lot of different people, because we all are different. We all have different perspectives of how we perceive things should be until you're actually in them shoes.
Correct.
A lot of different individuals, you got to understand, a lot of us men are hurt, sister. And regardless of how we express that hurt, y'all women are not willing to cope with that overstanding. Y'all just believe how societal norm pushes us to say, hey, you got to keep them scars, or you got to, you can't cry in times of, you know what I'm saying, triumph or times of war. You know what I'm saying?
A question. What do you mean that we're not equipped to deal with the coping of it? What do you mean by that?
Like, sometimes, they say that we have red flags, right? Men have red flags, women have red flags, but some of those things aren't red flags. Sometimes those are burgundy. They just were red because of the last individual we were dealing with. Some of them things aren't us. We've adopted them traits or characteristics being around those people. Going back to the physical play. You said you whooped your man before, right? That's not ladylike on no level, regardless of how we look at it. You see what I'm saying? And it's not saying that you may not be a well-rounded person or your situation, or he was even whooping your ass and you had to defend yourself. But what I am saying is people only stay for what they commonly like, because the person that you deal with is a reflection of thyself. That's just a piece of you that you met. It might not be the whole who you are, but you've attracted a piece. So you get what you get.
I don't necessarily believe that.
Clap for Chris one more time, man. Clap for Chris one time, please. Give him a clap on that one.
That's not true all the time. I don't think that's true all the time, because just like a magnet, right? The negative end of the magnet is always gonna the positive end of the magnet is always gonna attract the negative. But I'm positive. That don't mean that I'm negative, and that's the reason why I'm attracting negative. So that's not always true in the aspect of a person is attracted to me, or I'm attracted to a person because there's a certain aspect of them in me. That's not always true sometimes.
This
Sometimes
is
you're just going to attract the opposite, because opposites do attract, in a sense of, I am a person that's probably a little bit more healed than you, so now I'm going to attract the unhealed person because you see that on me. You probably see that I can heal you, so now you're naturally attracted to me.
true. True. Now, in your case, I don't know you, so I can't just agree with you so much in that case. But in general, you got to understand spirituality is first. So when it comes to opposites, yes, in this tangible world, opposites attract, but in the spiritual is like-minded. So once again, it may not be a whole 100% of you who you've attracted, but yes, you've attracted a piece of yourself, whether you can reflect on it or not. That's just who we are as a people. And to go back to your magnet comment, great analogy, because we know this. Men and women lie every day, but numbers don't. So the last time I checked, they said a negative plus a negative was a positive.
Clap for him one more time, please. Clap on that one, please.
I'm just saying, like,
he need to clap. He need to clap on that one.
If you gonna whoop my ass, look, I'm up out of there. What's the point of me staying? That was the end. You would steal from me next.
You know
That's
what?
Right.
I'll be honest, and this is another unpopular opinion, but you know what? Sometimes we need to go through those messed up situations and be in those relationships where we do get our ass beat, so we can learn something.
All right.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
Okay,
that's
so
like telling
ladies.
That's like Cash telling everybody
y'all gotta
you can go to jail if you want.
Real.
Listen,
you're supposed to go to jail for all the trauma and bullshit you did. No, some niggas just smart enough not to get caught.
No, listen,
and they wind up turning this shit around.
Listen, what I'm saying is, as human beings, we learn in different ways, right? One of the best ways we learn is through our own experiences, being inside of it, doing it on our own, getting hands-on in there. So sometimes, even though it may not be the best way to learn, for some people, that's the way they can learn, is by being in that messed up toxic relationship where they're getting lied on, cheated on, and beaten on. And now it finally pushes them into the aspect. And it finally is going to push them into an aspect where they realize, I don't want to deal with this no more because I'm experiencing this. Some people, you can just tell them, hey, don't deal with nobody that does that to you, and they're gonna listen. Other people are hard-headed. They gotta learn the hard way. They need to get their ass beat to realize that wasn't the right thing to do, and I shouldn't do that no more.
Let me ask you something, Cass.
Yeah, what's up, my boy?
Any woman you've ever dealt with, do you ever feel like, because I'm going off what she was saying, do you ever feel like it was a need to either go through that process to see the physical play on the woman, or you just, like you said, you remain as a stand-up man seeing how others carry those decisions out? Do you think whooping her ass was prevalent?
Nah, not at all.
Even if she needed it?
Me personally, if I feel as though that I have to put my hands on a woman, she's not the woman for me. I mean, at all. You get what I'm saying? She's not the woman for me at all. Because why? So, Chris, so now this goes back to what I said before, right? When you go through them type of trials and tribulations, right, with a female, right? Shout out to Bangers Live TV. So, like, when you go through them trials and tribulations, right?
Peace, Nina.
The woman does her next step, though, which is what? She calls the police on you, right? So after she calls the police, right? Now that jeopardizes your freedom to where now you are sitting inside of a cell behind a woman that you thought was the one for you, but put you in a situation that you wasn't supposed to be in at all. You get what I'm saying? So this is where we go wrong, right? Because this is a situation that has also transpired though with me before too, though, within the past. You get what I'm saying? So you live and you learn, right? No regrets, just lessons learned. So when you're dealing with a woman that's toxic, that has to go through the trials and tribulations to where now a man has to lose himself to put both hands on her, she's not the woman for you.
She's not.
You better run like the gingerbread man.
I'm gonna be honest.
You better run like the
I'm gonna
gingerbread
be
man.
honest, right?
For
Because
real.
you said something really important, right?
Right.
You said that a man that has to lose himself in order to do that, right?
Correct.
Let's just keep it honest here. The
Okay.
man isn't the only person that loses himself in a situation where he gets physical with a woman. A woman also loses herself when a man gets physical with her, right? So in those situations, as messed up as it is, they both had to lose themselves in order to learn something.
Nah.
They
See,
had to
but
lose
y'all
themselves.
emotional,
lose-
sister.
they
We
had-
logic.
Y'all
So
emotional creatures.
They
in
had to.
certain
They both.
Which is
games,
true.
we will
So
never be able to win.
listen. You said something else important. You said
Okay.
you also said that if it's a situation like that, that means that's not the person for you. And you're
Right.
right. That's not the person for you long term, but that was the person for you temporarily because
Right.
that helped you learn that helped both of y'all learn that y'all lost yourselves and how not to lose yourselves again.
Right.
So y'all need to be together in that moment. Maybe not long term, maybe not anymore, but y'all learn something from each other, even in that negative situation. But people don't look at it like that.
Hold up. Dominique said some people just know not to try you. I mean, like when you say that, I mean, like, what does that mean? Some people just know not to try you. I mean, like, you talking about fear? I mean, like, what is it that you you get what I'm saying? Like, what is it that we talking about? You get what I'm saying? Because can't no woman be the man. Facts. And can't no woman be the man.
Man,
Can't no woman be the man. So therefore, a man knows that he can be able to get out of a situation when a woman continues to attack him.
the majority of men are stronger. I will admit that.
Right.
The majority of men are, but let's be real, and I'm gonna say it again. There's still that little minority that know they can get their ass beat by a woman. All of y'all ain't damn strong. All of y'all aren't. Some of y'all are built like this, don't have no muscles, never even picked up a damn watermelon, can't do nothing.
But can't we make that same comment for women?
Absolutely.
She 3 times bigger.
Hold on. Chris, we're going to bring you right back, Chris.
Say
All
less,
right?
brother.
I'm about to bring a female.
Say less.
My nigga Chris.
Sit on you, you done.
My God, right there. Shout out to Chris in the building, man. We're going to bring a female up here.
I know y'all saw Norbit. I know y'all saw Norbit.
We're going to bring a female up here. We're going to bring Dominique up here.
She was abusing him because
we're going to bring somebody that may be able to help you. She may not be able to help you.
I don't need help.
Nick, what's up, Nick?
How do I turn my camera off? Because I'm not even friends.
Oh man, so you gotta hit the camera button then.
Bam,
Okay,
there we
you
go.
Boom.
So what I meant by some people know not to try it.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning there are human beings, right?
Okay.
That know what they are getting themselves into.
Right.
Meaning they know the type of person that they're dealing with.
Right.
If they know the type of person that they are dealing with and they know the type of protection comes from that person, they ain't gonna be stupid. A motherfucker only gonna try you if you let them. Basically, I have never had any of these problems.
So you basically saying that you agree with what she's saying. If you put your hands on a man, he can be able to whoop your ass.
I mean, I disagree with that, but I kind of agree with it in a sense.
Right.
It's just, I mean, you pick and choose your battle. You know what I mean? Who you want to fuck with?
But sometimes
who you want to fight
you
with?
might not know. But sometimes you may not know who you truly want to fuck with.
But that's the positive side of things, because you really don't know who the fuck you fucking with. You really don't know.
Right.
Look.
So that's the smart move. The smart move is just to not try nobody.
Said, why would a man want to try you? Let's be real.
Facts though. Nah, he's right though. Why would a man want to try you?
Let's be real. I'm gonna tell you why. why?
Okay.
Because some men aren't healed, and some men be jealous of women that they actually in relationships with.
Why would a man be jealous of a woman though?
The
Why would
same
a man?
reason the same reason why different human beings be jealous of other human beings. The
But
same
why
reason.
would a man be jealous of his
It's
woman?
gonna be multiple reasons. Maybe because she has certain personality traits that he's jealous of, and he can't understand why he don't have those personality traits.
That's
Or
not.
maybe because she
Whoa.
makes a certain amount of money,
That
so he
sounds
like
like a.
well, I want to make that certain money, but I don't. So now I feel some type of way. Or maybe because she gets a certain amount of attention and he don't. It's many. Don't act like
That's very
Listen,
don't
possible.
act like
a man who is
don't act
a
like
man who is
competition don't be in relationships.
I
a
agree.
man who is in a man who is jealous of his woman is a man who is sharing the same thong that she is wearing. That's a fact.
Well,
No,
I agree. I agree. That's
thank
a
you.
bitch ass nigga, definitely.
Absolutely.
But
That's
it
a
is
bitch ass
possible.
nigga. That's a bitch ass nigga. Because you want to know why? You are supposed to be proud
I
of
agree.
the accomplishments that your woman has. Whether she makes more money than you, whether she's stepping out and you got dudes that's looking at her, you're supposed to be proud because this is your woman. So for a man to be going to his bed with his pillow, tears and shit, all on his pillow, fucking up the silk sheets, that's the nigga that's sharing the same thong that she got on.
No,
Real shit, man. Let's
you
talk about it,
absolutely
man.
right.
Real shit.
No, you're right.
You
But
gotta
let's be real.
be
You
kidding me.
absolutely
It
right. But
happens every
you
day.
absolutely right.
Every day,
Man, it
believe it or
does.
not.
But we're not going to sit up here and act like it's not certain men that are in that
Right.
aspect. There are a good man, a healthy relationship will be like that. But there are, like we talking about, toxic relationships where people deal with their partner being jealous of them, including their man
And
being jealous of.
I'm about to tell you, like I had said to you before people start dealing with certain people, they have to start doing the research.
I
You
agree.
can't just put the cart before the
That's true.
horse. You can't just dive into a pool and think that you might not be able to drown because there's certain feet though within that structure. You get what I'm saying? You have to people nowadays, you have to be able to do the research on the person that you dealing with before you start saying, I mean, well, he or she though wasn't the person who I met though within the first place. Why? Because they had changed or a certain scenario pseudo that may come with it too, which is a fact.
Sometimes people do change and people do have a certain mask that they put on initially.
Right.
So
Right.
and I know for a fact there's certain situations where unless y'all are in certain situations or y'all go through certain things, you're not going to see certain aspects of a person. You may not see certain aspects of a person until you get a year or 2 years in.
So why do women get hurt?
It's a combination of things.
Wait. What's the question? Why do women get hurt?
Why do women get hurt?
You know what hurt
Yes,
is? Being hurt
I
is
do
an
know what hurt
emotion.
is.
That's an
Huh?
emotion.
Right.
So we are human beings and we have what you call a nervous system.
Mm.
Inside of that nervous system are micro atoms of being hurt. So that's normal. We're not machines.
Hey, yo, listen, right?
You get hurt too.
Let me tell you something, right? Women try to find the right men for them, correct? As soon as you find a man that gives you that conversation, he gives you flowers, he buys you things, he does certain things for you just to manipulate the fact in order to get you to think that he's not the same man that you was dealing with in the past. This is the man that now you chase. This is the man that now you start saying to your friends, oh, I think I found the right one. Oh, I think that he might be the I mean like he might be able to marry me or some weird shit. You know what I'm
But you
saying?
asked the question,
But
why do women get hurt? Y'all don't do
but
the same
We don't
thing.
how is that the
do what?
how is that the woman's
What you
fault?
just said. Y'all don't do that. It's not
Right.
vice versa. Everybody do
How is
that.
that?
I don't think
How is that?
that men do it. I mean, you know, because as much as
How
women.
is that
Oh,
the
okay.
woman's fault if the
Much.
man is lying? If the man
Huh?
if the man is sitting up here lying and acting like he's not like the last man that I was with, how is that my fault that this man is lying in my damn face and acting like
you didn't do your research.
acting like he's somebody?
You didn't do your research. So now when you find out that he has a wife though with a picket house with kids and shit like that, though, you get mad. What are you mad for? You didn't do the research.
Because you shouldn't be lying in the first place, weirdo.
Oh, because you shouldn't be lying in the first place.
What you lying for? Are you grown or are you a child?
So look at this. So what about the men that do tell you the truth, but yet you still continue the relationship?
Well,
Let's talk about it.
That's something that we could talk about. I'd rather talk about that.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
And I can respect somebody like that. Like, tell me what it is. Don't tell me what it ain't.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let it be my decision to get hurt. Like, let it be my choice.
Thank you. But you know
so we can admit, and we can say that women do choose who they want to deal with.
But don't say women when men do it also. I don't want you to be sexist about this situation. Everybody does it.
Sexist at all. We just say what you're saying.
Everyone does it. I mean, the outcome may be different. Everyone may not have the same outcome, but everybody does that.
Dominique, so when you see a man, right? He's successful, looks good, has money. He got his life together, right? Right? That attracts you, doesn't it?
It attracts me, yes.
Okay, perfect. So when it attracts you, you do not do your research on what else is going on with that man at that time,
that's
correct?
A lie.
Whoa. This is crazy.
I research, but guess what? Sometimes the research ain't enough. Research.
Oh, you know what? That's what I was about to ask. I got a question. What type of research is you even talking about?
Because you know why? Because a lot of you want. No, hold
on. Real, because especially when it comes to this social media stuff, men are only going to show what they want to show.
Nah,
so damn research you really want me to do? You want me to go like private PI outside his house and stuff?
See, man, this is your problem now.
People only.
I mean, like you guys. See, this is a woman problem now. You guys like to talk more instead of listening. So then that you want to talk, I keep going.
Watch that finger pointing too.
And I will.
Wait.
And I will.
Watch that finger pointing. First of all. Because laugh about it.
And there's only so much research a person can do depending on the situation. Because what am I going to do? I'm either going to look on social media. I'm either going to ask other people.
That's what y'all do.
Or I'm going to.
Y'all detectives.
Or I'm going to look at the actions of the man. Now, when
listen.
Social media,
listen. Right?
Social media, if that man is not posting other women or other things, how am I supposed to know he actually got another woman unless I just catch him?
Shut out the Chris, man.
Okay, so Casanova, yes. You ain't never do no research for nothing. Like, the research ain't even matter. You ain't never do the shit.
But what? Because I was doing research for.
That's just like you in school. That's just like you in school and you fail an open book test. It's fucking possible.
What is the man going to do research for?
So you telling me only women should do research and men shouldn't?
No. What I'm saying is, right, is that a lot of you women are detectives. Y'all solve shit so much that y'all should work for the nearest police station in the town that you live in. Real shit. Because y'all be finding out who he dealing with, who he messing with. You want to follow him. You trying to go through the nigga phone. You trying to go through the nigga social media. You trying to look at the nigga comments. Because why? Because y'all insecure with the relationship. Whoa.
So doing research is considered being insecure?
Absolutely. That don't deal with no trust. That don't deal with no trust.
Wait a minute. How
rewind this? Because
how are we insecure for doing research?
Let's
hold on. Let's talk
you
about
bipolar. You bipolar as
because you just told us that the reason that we get hurt is because we don't do research. But now that we doing research,
yes, I said that.
Yo,
but y'all do research for the wrong reasons. So when y'all do the research, what happens? Y'all
So when we do
because y'all
research,
looking
we
for shit that y'all
insecure.
not supposed to be looking for.
Hold on. Let me help me understand this.
Please,
So
come on.
listen,
But I'm gonna help you.
listen. Hey. Listen. So when we do the research, we're insecure. But if we don't do the research, we dumb as fuck.
Correct.
So how do you be smart about the situation? Please teach me.
I'm about to tell you, please. All right.
Please put me on. Put me on.
I bet, Mr. Casanova, 31 Laws of Love. Chapter 3. Thank you. When you females meet a dude, right? Y'all want to see if everything that he is saying to you makes sense. Y'all want to see if everything that he is saying to you is the truth and not someone who is lying to you because you have been there before. A lot of you women say this, damn, he is everything that a woman would want, but it's too good to be true. So now the insecurities within itself, right, builds up to where now you are starting to research to see if this man that you're dealing with has nothing else going on besides you and him. So y'all don't do that?
I have before, but no, I haven't done that in a long time. Now,
So y'all don't do that?
I don't give a damn what you doing, honey, because it's either you gonna mess with me or you not. I don't care.
She definitely gotta be like 27.
I don't care who else you dealing with. I don't care who else you talking to. I don't care about none of that. Especially in the dating stage. That's what dating is for. So if you talking to other women, you going out with other women, good for you, honey, because that's what you.
And what if you do your research, but people lie? This question is for you, because you talk crazy about women. You can't talk about all you, Mr. Suit and Tie.
When I love women.
I ain't say you didn't love women. I said you talk crazy about them. At the end of the day, I could do all my research, okay, and then a nigga change. People feel it's changed. I could change how I feel right now. I might feel this way. I might want to wear all black right now. Then oh no, I feel like putting on my white shirt. You feel what I'm saying? So what I researched could be invalid within the next 20 minutes because the nigga done changed. And guess what? I met a lot of men, okay, who's telling me one thing and do the next. So is it the research that I need to do, or do I need to watch his actions? Do I need to actually meet him and experience this man to know that he's a cap artist? Is that what you're saying by research? Because you gotta really, if you really on this live to help people, because I think people just do lives to look good and talk shit and don't really actually help people. Because these conversations, I feel like, should be to help people advance from these poor levels of dating. Period. Not just to talk down on people, because that's what a lot of people do. At the end of the day, if I'm dating. I'm out here dating, trying to get to know you personally. And if I'm stalking your gram and shit, it might be some other shit I want to see. And that'll make me insecure because you possibly could be a bad communicator to me, but you get online and communicate elite. So it might be things that I'm learning about you just because how you communicate with the community. You might be able to communicate with them better than you communicate with me. Yeah, I came in guns blazing. That's all I had to say.
Thank you. So my question to you is this, right? Do you have somebody right now?
We ain't getting in all of that.
Do you have somebody? You talking about the research? You talking about this?
What you just said, because this is what
so
y'all like to do. Y'all like to try to pick apart people. Like, let's
do you have somebody?
Topic and address what you.
Do you have somebody?
You said
I'm about to get back to the topic, but do you have somebody?
And did you?
Are you in a relationship?
I'm asking you the question now. Do you have somebody?
Are you in a relationship?
Yes, with God.
Okay, so that's telling me that you're single.
I'm in a
correct
relationship with God. I research him.
That's telling me that you're single, correct? So that's telling me that you have no man.
I could possibly be single. I could possibly not be single.
So now you want to play these games.
Why
so
does
then
it matter?
That you are inside of a relationship though with the God and whatever may have you, the great though, God bless you. So then that you're single. Why is it that you're single? Because exactly my point. Exactly my point, yeah. You can't come up on here talking about this, like, are you trying to preach this, and like, are you want to say this, and or you want to get this. Hold up, Dominique said why she got personal. And she got personal because this topic hit home crazy. You get what I'm saying? This topic hit home crazy. Real shit though. So we speaking the truth though. This is a fact. You get what I'm saying? This is a hold on real quick. Shout out to Lexi. Before I come back in the building. You know what I'm saying? So now you got a woman that's coming on the live. She getting all
You know
jippery and
what?
crazy, whatever. She getting all crazy and jippery, whatever situation may have you. My
Look,
question to her was, Lexi, right? Are you single? Right? In order for me to get back to the topic, right? Because you coming up here with all this shit that you talking about, but you have no man. So now my next question to you would be, why do you have no man? I already know why you don't got no man, because of how you just came on the live. So you done chased all the niggas away.
Oh my God.
Let's talk about it. Because when a woman come like that, that's somebody that niggas don't want to fuck with. That's somebody that niggas don't want to fuck with.
You know what? Let me say something real quick.
Turn the music off real quick, please. We ain't finished.
Real quick, because I saw a couple of comments. Right? So now I'm gonna have to put y'all in y'all place where y'all.
Nah. Because listen, hold on. No, we was just talking about toxic relationships, right?
Listen.
She came up here. Right. Hold on, Lexi, because people that know us know that we help people, which is a fact, right? We talking about situations. Me, you. A shout out to Dominique that came up here, right? She came up here going crazy. She like, yo, word is born, yo, you do this, word is born, like, yo, you guys ain't helping nobody, boom, 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 bop, bop. Whoa, black woman, chill, relax, talk with some sense. And this is why a lot of women like her are single, because of that toxic shit. Because people cannot communicate, which is a fact. People can't communicate. Because I'm lying, like
that's one of the reasons why things get toxic. Communication.
Absolutely.
Sure. Communication.
So my thing was to her, black sister, being that she keep on saying that I'm always putting up females down, which I don't. Shout out to the real woman that do know Casanova. You get what I'm saying? My whole main thing is that we here to try to help situations. This is why we do the podcast. This is why we do the live. You get what I'm saying? We're not here to down nobody. We're not here to down no females. We're not here to down no men. We're here to speak on real shit that people don't speak on. And we're going to say shit that people want to say, but they don't say. Come on, man.
This is a fact, right? This is
shit got me. Shit got me out of my character, man.
Let me be real about it, right?
Shit crazy, man.
We're here to help people, right?
Unbelievable.
But let's be real.
Unbelievable, man. Somebody pray for her, please.
I ain't gonna lie. I disagree with what you said real quick. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
Because you said we're not here to put down people. But you know what? I'm no. Listen, I'm gonna tell the truth. I don't know about you, but I am here to put down people. You know why? Because the only way that people can build themselves back up is once you put their ass down and make them realize that what you're doing is wrong. Right? So
go ahead.
So the point of me telling people that, I have beat up men before. And the point of me telling people that, I have been one of those insecure women before is because now I'm not that person. But
correct.
If I wouldn't have shot myself down and put myself down and been honest about it, baby, I wouldn't be here.
So please look, right? She said inside the comment, and now you changed your tone. Let me tell you why a woman like her will always be single. You will always be by yourself. Because a man like me, I'm definitely not going back and forth with you. That shit will never happen. You will never catch me going back and forth with you. I'm not doing no yelling match. I'm not going to be here to disrespect you and call you out of your name and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I have changed my tone. When you left the live. But please don't flatter yourself, mommy, because I'm definitely not going back and forth with you. It's not happening. What the fuck just went on? Shit got my tie unloosened there. The fuck, like this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, you left alive. You know what I'm saying? So now you telling me, you know what? That ain't even what I'm mad at. You can have that. We gonna bring somebody, Gazelle's back up, man. This shit is crazy, man. Lex, man, but this the shit that we go through, Lex. This the shit that we go through.
Listen, it happens. It happens.
A
Listen,
black woman at that.
you can't do
Should
stuff
be
like
ashamed
this.
of yourself.
You can't do stuff like this without ruffling a little bit of feathers.
Hello, fellow. How you doing?
Hey, what's
Hey,
going on?
Good. Nothing much. Look, the topic is a huge topic that is affecting us in the black community.
do you want to turn your camera around or no?
Yeah,
Or
or
Oh,
you
turn
got
your
us
mic
looking
okay.
at
off?
the
Hold on,
door.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, you want us to go through the door, or okay. Peace, brother. What's going
Okay.
on? All right.
Yeah. Look, um, the reason why you see we having a lot of issue is if you had in a relationship, you got to pay attention to whosoever you're dealing with. If you keep involving other people in your relationship, your
Slim
friends,
Thick Bunny.
whosoever, that
Yeah.
affects you. Because why? You keep taking advice instead of listening to the person you sharing yourself with. So instead of
It's
if I'm in a
funny.
relationship, I'd rather deal with somebody who also in a relationship that I can learn from.
Right.
But if I'm dealing with somebody who is single, all out there going around looking for something, I'm not going to get good advice from that person that is all
Right.
around. They're going to tell
Right.
you,
Right.
oh no, what she's doing is wrong. She can do that to you instead of saying, look, try to set your girl down. Y'all can sit down and talk about those things and fix it.
Right. 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 Right.
But a single person who is out there, all they're gonna say, no, she's right, she's wrong, she can do that to you.
Right. Right.
And they're
Right.
telling you to get out instead of
Mm-hmm.
fixing it.
Right.
That's the problem we have within the community. So it's both ways. You're
Say
not
it.
gonna know somebody when you're dealing with a person because everybody have their inner self. They keep all the secrets until they get to know you or to get to
Correct.
a certain
Correct.
point
Right.
before
Right. Right.
you can really see the person. You
Right.
know,
I
so
agree.
those are the problems we facing.
Right. I
So
agree.
you gotta listen to the inner self because sometimes because of love or because of how you feel about a person,
Mm-hmm.
they already reveal themselves to you. If I
Yes.
say something to you, if you don't pay attention to that, I'm revealing myself. But because of the love maybe you have for me, you don't pay attention to that. You brush it off.
Mm.
But then as time go along, now when you settle in and those same things come right back, then open your eyes, it's
Correct.
already late.
Correct. Correct.
I've
Yep.
already shown you that earlier when we started. I always tell you that, but you don't pay attention to that because what? You were blindfolded by the love that you have for me.
Right. Right. But absolutely.
So that's what happening.
Because it makes sense, man. Thank you, man, for tapping in.
You're
I
welcome.
definitely appreciate you, my brother. God
Listen.
bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, definitely. And oh, you wanna know what's so crazy though? Like, yo, he just said some real
No,
shit. Some,
he did.
yeah, sometimes people don't listen, right? Like people need to listen more
Mm-hmm.
because instead of talking,
Right.
because that also deals with the proper communication, right? For you to get some type of because understanding on what both parties are trying to communicate with you. Um, but my whole main thing is that we should all have healthy healthy relationships, right? Right? Because like some of us go through certain things to where we become hurt, to where that hurt also continues to live and also continues to
Yeah,
build to right here. You
that's
get what I'm
true.
saying? Which really hurts though right here. So you bring that, not that you want to, but you bring that hurt because you have not yet healed
Absolutely.
to where you are now dealing with the next person. You get what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
because I just believe that a lot of us do go through certain things in life that we have not yet healed with. But sometimes you may be able to find that right person that you can be able to trust with some of the secrets that you may have, with some of the things that you have gone through a tutor within the past,
That's
to where you can be able to have that conversation with that person. But you have been hurt so much that it's hard for you to trust somebody. You
but
feel what I'm saying? Because now
right.
like you're starting to look at people being the same, like if people are lying and people not really there for you because they taking your life as a joke, or they might be taking certain things as a joke when you're really going through a lot of trials and tribulations that people may not be able to
But
understand. So it
you're right. But
is deep.
here's
Yeah.
the thing. Here's the
So
thing
it's
about
deep.
not being
Right.
healed, right? Here's the thing about not being healed from past relationships and then going into new ones.
Right.
Truth,
I accept
it's
your
two
apology.
it's two
You
factors
can
to
still
this,
my
right?
sister. Yeah.
If you
Uh-huh.
know you haven't healed, it's two and you're trying to go into a new relationship, it's two factors to this. First of all, you
Right.
need to be real with yourself and the
Right.
fact of being honest and the fact that you're not healed, right?
Right.
And then two is you need to make a choice that, okay, now that I'm consciously aware that I'm not healed, I'm making a choice to be different and to heal.
Correct.
If you
Correct.
ain't willing to do that,
Correct.
you don't need to be dating nobody. You don't need to be talking to nobody. You don't need to be doing
Right.
nothing. You
Right.
just
Right.
need to be by yourself and go heal by yourself. Because
Correct.
if you don't choose to do that, you're going to continue to break
And
everybody
absolutely.
in the path of you until you choose to heal.
Absolutely. And you know what's so crazy? Like if we joke on here, laugh, and you know what? A lot of people do that as well because you know why? Because like when you laugh and you go through so many things, whatever, like you try to hide the hurt and try to hide
Right.
the emotions, like within the same sense. You know, so again, to the viewers and those that continue to tap in and I mean, you know that I'm sure it's the support and so that the Slide TV as well. Like we here to help, man. We
Right.
not here to put nobody down. You get what I'm saying? Like we here to
Mm-hmm.
hear stories to where we can be able to help to the within the same process. You get what I'm saying? Like that's why we have this show. You know, so my whole main thing is that if you're going to look for that next person, please do your research. Research meaning on before you find yourself truly being so attached to that person, find out who that person is
That's
first.
true.
Find out if that person may have attachments to him or to her. Find
You
out the
know what?
person's the real
You're
intentions.
right. You know,
That's what I'm saying though when it comes to research, because you want to know why? Because of when you don't do your research, you also get hurt too though within the process because you say to yourself, damn,
mm-hmm.
because I knew something was wrong. Because I knew that there was a couple of red flags though with this person. You know what I'm saying? So now you start to kick yourself too though within the same process because you should have done your research right then and then. Then the only reason why I had said that women do the research is because 9 times out of 10, y'all do.
But you
Men
know,
do it
but
too,
you know what?
because you have men that be
Let's
going through the phones,
let's
whatever may have you.
that's true. That's true. But
Right. But when you go
let's
ahead.
but you know what? Let's end this on a positive note, right?
Right.
Let's end this on a positive note. Um, maybe instead of researching a person,
Right.
you should not you should be instead of researching a person and what they have going on, you should be researching their background, and not in the terms of who they dealt with
Right.
before, but who they were before and who they're trying to become. So
Now I have to.
asking those questions in the
Right.
sense of, okay, what's something that all of your exes have said of you in a negative light that's a commonality?
Right. Right.
And how are you trying to fix that?
Right. Right. Right.
Or,
Right.
what's something that you're hurt on, but you're trying to, become healed in that area? Those
Correct.
are the
Correct.
things we really need to be researching. Everything else really don't matter.
But I have to agree, and I gotta disagree.
On what?
If say me and you talking, right? If then you tell me about the past men that you have been dealing with, I now know what not to do because I don't want to be him. You get what I'm saying? It makes sense, right? Because now I want to show you that I am your future and not a past that you continue to walk away from. Correct? Because some of the past situations that we have been through are past situations that we don't want to look back towards to. You get what I'm saying? Because now we're trying to look forward towards the future so we can also be healed up within the process from a past that we no longer want to hold on to. Correct? Right?
Yes, but that depends on a person.
Like what?
That depends on a person because let's just be real here. Some people, some all right. There's two type of people, right? There's the type of person that if you tell them things that you have went through before, they may avoid it, and they may avoid it because they just care about you that much, right? And there's the other people that they don't avoid it, and maybe not even intentionally, right? But they will do the same thing that you just went through and not intentionally because they're still messed up themselves. So I'm not trying to hurt you on purpose or put you through the same thing that I put you in because you told me about it, but I subconsciously didn't realize that I was doing the same thing to you because I haven't even healed in that area yet either.
Right. All right. So shout out to the smoke that just came on.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
What's up, man? Yeah, all right, my brother. What's going on? Good evening.
What's going on? Yes, I was listening to a lot of things that was going on in here. Right. Well, for one, I'm in a poly, so I have two women I actually live with.
Oh, okay. Wow.
You know, we cohabitate and everything together, make it work out.
Okay, shout out to you on that one.
And speaking on the fact, on the fact that I deal with two different personalities, it's two different women, so it's two different personalities.
Right.
And there's two different type of past. Like I know with one, they dealt with certain dudes in a certain capacity, and the other one dealt with guys on a certain capacity.
Right.
So what you have to understand is like with me, when I did, because I was married before, when I went through my divorce, I had to go through healing of myself also. I took a year off of not trying to have nobody for titles, and I told people, I told the women I dealt with, anybody that I talked to throughout that year, listen, I'm not giving you no titles because of the fact that I went through this, and I have trust issues and blah 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 whatever.
Right.
So a lot of the time, a lot of it is honesty. A lot of people lack honesty. Then that thing of healing, you can try to heal by yourself, but a lot of times that's not going to work because you're going to keep telling yourself what you want to hear. You're going to keep telling yourself the things that make you feel good to yourself. When you got a person on the outside of it, it's that thing of the inside looking out and the outside looking in. So when you got somebody on the outside looking in, they can see things that where you're messing up that you won't see. It's kind of like, because I do maintenance, so it's kind of like when you up close on something, you're trying to figure something out. Sometimes you got to back up and look at it, what is called a carpenter's angle, where you got to go back and look at the whole area. So when you're dealing with people, it's like the past, the past people that they dealt with. So because of that, your past does shape your future. The people you've dealt with give you experiences. And you all, regardless however it goes, it's not really transferring hurt. It's more or less of taking the experiences that you learned from the last person. Because if this new person starts moving like the last person moved,
right,
then you already know the signs, and that's something you got to avoid. You got to back out of that if it was a bad thing and move on to something different.
Right.
So, sometimes we attract certain type of people. So, sometimes you got to look at who you are sometimes. But you also got to look at who the person you're dealing with, because just like you have past people, they have past people. Just like your past people build who you are, their past people build who they are.
That's right.
So I could be trying to protect my heart and trying to make sure nothing happens. At the same time, this other person could be like, well, damn, since this man did me dirty and this man did me dirty and that man did me dirty, I'm gonna do you dirty before you do me dirty. And even though that man may not have that intention, but is because of past experience. We can't hold people on their past experience.
Correct.
People are fucked up. It is what it is.
It definitely makes sense, man. I appreciate it, man.
Not a
Seriously, man. Thank you
problem.
for
You know, I
coming
just
up.
had a little perspective to put up there because you were saying heal by yourself, and I'm saying no, because you need help to heal.
Nah, yeah. Seriously though, but somebody inside the comments, I think it was Dominique, whatever, she said that healing by herself though was the best thing that she could have done. So there are certain people that may need the next person to be able to help them heal, and there are certain people that know who they are to where they can be able to heal to them within
I mean,
themselves as well.
that's,
Yeah, so it can be 50-50 as
I
well.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. But then again, just what you got to look at, you got to look at this. A lot of people that just heal themselves, like I said earlier, you're only going to tell yourself what you want to hear. You're not really going to intentionally hurt yourself, really,
Right.
for the most part. And because you got to think about, okay, and I hate to do this, but it has to be done.
Yeah.
Like you have
Right.
women that'll sit around and lie to each other all day long.
Right.
They could have had the good man, but because he might have been boring or not exciting enough, you know, she might have left him. And you'll have a group of women telling her, yeah, girl, you did right, girl. He wasn't it. You'll find another one. There was nothing wrong with you. It was all him.
Right.
And then they'll go home and try to heal themselves just off of that gaslighting alone. And they could have 50 million toxic traits,
Right.
but they will ignore them toxic traits because somebody told them and put it in their head, oh, no, it wasn't you. It was him. It wasn't you. It was him. And we know we go through a lot of that, especially with the women.
Right.
So sometimes you still need the outside,
right,
because you need somebody critical, somebody who loves you enough to tell you what is needed, not what you want to hear, what you need to hear. You got this trait, you're too loud, sometimes you bossy, sometimes you can't take like the person said, accountability. You can't, you loud, you can't accept criticism, you can't take this, you don't want nobody to tell you nothing, that's what an outside person will tell you that actually cares. They care about you, not your feelings.
That's true.
Right.
You know the problem.
People heal themselves care about their feelings.
But you know the
they don't care about the truth. Huh?
The problem with that is this. You can have a million people that are around you telling you what you actually need to hear and the things that you need to work on, but until you yourself are ready to accept that and be honest with yourself, it don't matter.
That's true.
That's true.
So you do need to heal by yourself, because nobody else can heal you. No one else can force you into healing. The second healing works is when you are honest with yourself and when you make a choice within yourself to do it. Nobody else can do that for you. So you do have to heal by yourself. Regardless if someone brought it to your attention or not, the healing is always on you alone.
Right.
Nobody else can do that.
That's the thing. You didn't do it alone if somebody told you things that you did not want to see on your own, because that's the problem with doing stuff by yourself. You're not like, if you look in the mirror and you're just saying, I'm this and I'm that, I'm beautiful. You might have an eyelash off. You might have a piece of hair that's off. You're still saying to yourself, I'm beautiful. But then you go outside. Hey, yo, you know your eyelash is slanted. You got part of your hair out, right? Like, you won't see that yourself. But then, of course, I get what you're saying. The same thing. You'll go back in by yourself and fix that shit.
Right.
But you didn't know until somebody pointed it out.
It can go both ways, though.
Sometimes we do know, and sometimes we don't. I do feel as though there are certain points of healing to where you are aware of, and then other things you aren't aware of. I feel when you get to a certain level of healing, there is a point where the only type of healing you can now get is the outsiders letting you know, hey, this is something you need to change and you don't see it. Compared to honestly, in the beginning stages of healing, it's a lot of shit that you don't need nobody to tell you, and you fucked up on, and you need to do it.
Yeah, true. But just like we ignore red flags in people, we will more ignore red flags about ourselves.
That's true.
Because we don't want to. That's the one thing with human beings. We don't like really facing the ugly truth. Sometimes we needed to better ourselves, but initially we don't like it.
Right. It makes
sense. People told me I had narcissistic tendencies. I had to look into that. I ain't like hearing that, but I'm like, all right, well, let me look into this a little bit. Like, because the best healing, because you gotta understand, the best healing comes from the most pain, because with no pain, no gain, as they always say.
Right. It definitely makes sense.
But yeah, that's all I had to say.
Smoke, man, thank you for coming up, Smoke, man. I appreciate you, my brother.
No problem.
He said some real shit on here too, man. Shout out to Smoke, man. He said some real shit up here. It's look, man, like this is why I love what we do, yo. Seriously. If people could come up here, say what they look, y'all. We don't get mad with the way that you guys feel. We want you guys to say the way that y'all feel. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is what makes this show the show.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, if we don't get mad, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we love for you guys to come up here and speak and say certain things, because, well, guess what? The same way that we trying to help y'all can help us too within the same process. So, so we definitely respect it. But, I mean, but shout out to the sister that was up here before. I definitely not mad at you. You my black sister, so you know what I'm saying. So that's throwing out the window, man. Like, that's the past. So yeah, Lex. So we definitely gonna go out of here, man. So shout out to Slide TV, Uncut, iHeart Radio, Slide TV, man. It's definitely in the building, man. Lex. I mean, you got to say something to the people. Talk to them.
We just need to start being honest with ourselves.
Right.
No shade, but honey, you can't be honest. You can't be honest with me when you can't even be honest with yourself. That's all I got.
Now, which is a fact, though. Me, God bless y'all. Stay safe. Please love yourself first before you can be able to love somebody else. Know who you are within this, and know who you are within the process. You get what I'm saying? And just know that just when you think that the next person may not think that you matter, you matter. And you definitely do. Which is a fact, man. So y'all already know the vibe, man. We in the building. Shout out to Lex. And tap in next week, man. Next Thursday at 9, we back. We back. Love y'all. Ice. What up, nigga? TV, man. We in the building, man. We done did it again, man. Nah, man. You don't deserve me. Love y'all, man. Peace and blessings. We out.